This morning, Northern Michigan University's Vandament Arena is getting a major facelift.
Michael Sobek joins us live from inside the arena to show us what the new renovation has in store for both volleyball and basketball fans. Good morning again, Michael.
Good morning again, Mandy. Good morning again, Tia. There is a lot happening here, but it doesn't look like that right now because, well, they're still in the early phases. So I brought NB spokesperson Derek Hall with me to kind of give us and use our imagination to envision what this space will look like. But jumping right in, my first question is, when did the renovations begin?
Last fall, after volleyball season, they came into the space and started tearing things out. You know, the floor is gone, the bleachers are all gone. It's an empty shell, but it's coming to life.
Absolutely. You got to start. We're starting, you know, from the very beginning to bring it back up. Now, you mentioned, we were talking earlier, and you said there's a lot of exciting things happening here. What was the teardown, before we get into that, what was the teardown process like, and how long did that take? And when do we plan to get this done?
Well, taking the bleachers out, the whole wood floor is gone. They've painted the ceiling and added some basketball features that needed to happen. Down at the end, that's a 30-foot scoreboard. That's going to be a big video panel.
Okay.
On the other end is a 20-foot wide scoreboard. You do the painting first, so they're working down. After the painting's done, the floor comes next, and that's a lot of wood. This is a big space. I mean, once you empty it out, it's a big space. But the goal is to have this ready for volleyball season this fall.
This fall, all right. Now you mentioned, so for those who remember, you said the court actually went this way, kind of horizontally. Now it's going to go.
Yeah, when you walk in the arena, the volleyball floor was perpendicular, and now everything's turning 90 degrees. So the length of the court will be the length of the space that we have now.
Absolutely, and then it's going to be, from what I remember you said, it's going to be surrounded by bleachers, and so how many people are going to be able to fit in the arena now?
So it will be bleachers on all four sides. The long sides will have bleacher seats with backs on them, so that's nice. The capacity is going to be around 1,400. We're still trying to figure out exactly how that works. But it's going to be an amazing space. Just imagine volleyball and basketball with all the fans right there next to the game, next to the athletes, all the action.
Absolutely. Well, some of the last little bits is this is where the new entrance will be, and
right, the hallway outside Vandament's going to have a total redo. A lot of really cool graphics and green and gold. New entrance. There's going to be new food concessions. And again, adding to the experience for the fans, which really adds to the experience for the athletes.
Absolutely. That home advantage is going to just get a little bit better, a little bit sweeter. So coming up next, we're actually going to talk with the volleyball head coach and get a little taste of how their more recent fundraiser for the floor that you could have gotten a 6x6 piece of, how that's going to benefit them, and what they're excited about with this new arena, hopefully coming in August.
Michael Sobek tells us how this fundraiser and the new arena is going to help the volleyball program. Good morning again, Michael.
Good morning again, ladies. So I'm joining you. We're just going to jump right into this. I have Michael Lozier, who's the head coach of the women's volleyball team. So give me a quick rundown for people as a recap, how the fundraiser went and what was the idea behind it.
Yeah, so the fundraiser is actually still ongoing, and it's going to go on until we sell every last piece. You know, it is going great. The thing that's really fun is it's giving us an opportunity to connect to alumni, supporters of the program, and quite honestly, it seems like I actually have a piece here. It's such a simple thing, right? It's a 6-inch by 6-inch square of a piece of the logo from Vandament Arena, but it has so much history attached to it, right? Like, when you think of an alum that played in Vandament Arena, no doubt at some point stepped on this piece of floor, right? As a fan, you watched us win championships on this floor and those things. So it just gives people an opportunity to not only, you know, hold a piece of history, but also just give back to our program and help support us and give us opportunities to, you know, have experiences where we're on the road. Maybe there's equipment that quite doesn't fit in our budget, but we think will enhance our you know, skills, so we want to go out and buy it. Things like that, these donations help get those things so that we can have positive experiences and continue to train.
Absolutely. Now, we were talking about this a little while ago. this floor wasn't actually that thickness, and it was different than you would see on like a basketball floor.
Yeah.
So what's the changes going to be like now that you're sharing the court with the basketball program?
Yeah, so it is not uncommon for a volleyball team to play on a basketball floor, right? I think we were more in the minority when this facility was just volleyball. And when they built it, they were really smart about this. They had these little rubber pieces under the flooring that had a little bit more give, so when you jumped, it was just less taxing on the body, right? So now they're doing this entire floor for basketball and volleyball, and so they're doing kind of a hybrid piece of rubber. So there'll be a little bit of give, but not quite as much. And really the reason is so the basketball bounces on the floor. But it should be good, it should be fine. You know, the advancements in technology from when this facility opened in '95 to now is pretty great. So I'm sure it'll be a great floor for our athletes.
Absolutely. Just when we were talking with Derek Hall about the vision behind what this arena is going to look like is already super exciting. With that being in mind, what is something you're looking forward to with the new arena?
Oh man, it's hard to pin it onto one thing. I mean, I think you pointed out those video boards. I mean, they're going to be massive. So the athletes are going to have this experience that's beyond maybe what people deem as D2. This is going to be a premier facility in that aspect. It's going to be bowl seating. You know, we're used to having seating on both sides. So having bowl seating and having those fans, you know, right on top of us, all those things, the experience for the athletes is really what I'm looking forward to.
It's just going to bring a whole new level of atmosphere. Well, that's the time we have today. Thank you for joining me. It was exciting to talk about it, and I'll be looking forward to seeing how things turn out. For those who are interested and how they can partake and buy a piece of this historic arena, you can find that on our website at uppermichigansource.com. And it's just exciting to see everything that's going to be done. It'll be done in August.